guys, it's Olive Chat here. So today, I'm just gonna have some Call of Duty gameplay running in the background, and just to tell you a bit about this gameplay, just picture AIDS and herpes having a baby, and that equals this gameplay. That's how shitty it is. So yeah, so just excuse this gameplay. It's extremely bad. Like, it's freaking like Jacob Sartorius is singing and Mark Thomas combined, and yeah. So yeah, just don't mind it. So in today's video, I'll be telling you about how I was being a complete retard on the weekend and how I did a front flip on my scooter. So let's go. So first, let me give you a bit of backstory. So I was with some buddies and we went to a forest to build this fort because we were bored, and why not? It was something fun to do. So we were in this forest and we were just screwing around, and I decided to climb a tree. So when I climbed this tree, I just normal climbed a tree. So this tree was on a hill, and the hill had a pretty steep incline, not too steep, but steep enough so that if you ran down it, you'd be going pretty fast. So what happened was I climbed up on this tree, and I was just sitting on the tree like you would sit on a tree, and so I wanted to get down, and because I was up there for like 5 minutes, and I was like, screw it, everyone else is going somewhere, other places in the forest, so I wanted to get down. So if you've ever climbed a tree, sometimes you'll be like, you'll sit on the branch that you'll be sitting on a branch, and then you're gonna want to hold onto that branch, and then flip yourself around, or just spin yourself around, and hang on that tree, and then just let go, so it's a really smooth landing. But when I sat down and I was holding onto the branch that I was gonna flip, like hang on to, I slipped and I fell. And when I fell, I didn't want to roll, because if I rolled, I was gonna go into this creek that was that the tree was like 10 feet from. So I had to land on my feet. But when I landed on my feet, I had my momentum going forwards, and I was facing the creek. So I started running, trying to slow. And if you've ever ran before and you're trying to slow yourself down when you're running, you're like leaning back and you're trying to stop. But I realized I didn't have enough time to stop, so I just tried to. So I was trying to stop for a few seconds, and I just started to run, and then I was a step too late to jump over the creek. So my foot slipped, and I just fell feet first into this creek, and I got completely soaked from just under my hips down. I was completely drenched. So it kind of sucked, but I didn't want to let that stop me, because I was with friends and I didn't want to look like an idiot leaving just because I got a bit wet. But keep in mind, it was pretty cold, so I don't know. And also I had it was like because it's getting close to Christmas time, I had a Christmas party, and I didn't want to be completely wet for that. But then I shortly realized that I could just go home and get changed clothes. So that whole idea of leaving because I was wet just completely left my mind. And so we just kept having fun, just in this forest, just running around, doing what people do when they're being retarded. And then my other friend tried to jump over the creek, and he fell in, and so he got completely wet. So he knew the feeling I was feeling. So we just both stayed because we were wet, but we didn't want to let that stop us. And then so we just kept exploring the forest and yada yada yada. And then it was time to go, because my party was around 2:30. I had to be home around 2:30, and this was probably around 2, and the forest that we were at was around like 30 minutes from my house. So we started to leave, and then when we were leaving, I was riding a scooter. So I asked my one buddy when we were leaving if he wanted to race, because I know he was pretty fast, and I was on a scooter and he was just running. So I was thinking, hey, maybe I could beat him on this. It was the only time that I could beat him, because he's really fast. And I'm okayly fast, but he's like insanely fast. So when we were going, he got an early lead on me when we were racing. So then I picked up the intensity and I started to beat him. So he thought the finish line was a lot earlier than it actually was. So then he just stopped, and I just kept yelling, and I beat him, and then he was like, oh, dang it. But anyways, I was riding my scooter, and I was carving. Like, if you've ever snowboarded or skied before, you would know whenever you carve in the snow, you get pretty low and go side to side. So I was doing that because I'm a pretty good skier, and I ski quite often. So I'm pretty experienced with carving. But then a bunch of grass started growing on the sidewalk that I was on, and I had to avoid it. So if I just turned a sudden right because I was on the left side of the sidewalk, my wheel would have turned and I would have flipped anyways. So I didn't want to do that because I knew that I would have hurt myself. So I went over to the left a bit more, and I was going to carve in hard. But then when that happened, my wheel got caught in between the grass, like in the groove between the grass and the sidewalk, and I just completely flipped. So what happened was, so I flipped and I went head first. So first I hit my hand, my right hand, cut my knuckles. Second, I punched the ground with my left hand, and I cut my other knuckles. And then I hit the left side of my head and just rocked it super hard. And then I landed on my shoulder, my left shoulder. So that hurt so much. So when I stood up, I just was seeing like white and yellow polka dots, and I was like about to black out. So I just laid right down, and like I almost completely, I bet I got a concussion. I'm not even sure, but if you've ever gone ass over tea kettle head first in concrete before, you know exactly what I'm talking about right now. But anyways, guys, that's gonna wrap up today's video. And if you like this content, be sure to go leave a like and go subscribe, and go comment what other types of videos you think I should be making. And yeah, see you guys later on Oil Up Chat. Peace.